I downloaded an app that doesn't exist. At least I couldn't find it anywhere later. No App Store page, no website, no company, nothing. It appeared in an ad while I was scrolling late at night. The ad showed only one sentence. See people for who they really are. For some reason, I clicked it. A few seconds later, the app was installed. No permissions, no setup, no login. Just a black screen with a single button. Start scan. I laughed. It looked fake. Probably another useless AI gimmick. I pressed the button. The camera opened automatically. I pointed it at my room. Nothing happened. Then I turned it toward a photo of my best friend. A number appeared above his face. 92%. I frowned. That was strange. The app gave no explanation. Just the number. The next day, I forgot about it. Until lunch. I was sitting with 3 friends when I remembered the app. Out of curiosity, I opened it again. The camera activated. I pointed it toward the first friend. 94%. The second friend, 87%. The third friend, 91%. I stared at the screen. Every person had a different score. Nobody else could see it. Only me. "What are you looking at?" one of them asked. I quickly locked my phone. "Nothing." That evening I tested the app on strangers, a cashier. 89% A bus driver. 83% A woman walking her dog. 96% everyone had a score. Everyone. Then something happened. I entered a convenience store. The app scanned the cashier. 0% I froze. 0. The first 0 I had seen. The man looked completely normal. He smiled, asked if I wanted a receipt. Nothing seemed wrong, but the number remained. 0%. I left the store feeling uneasy. The next morning I opened the local news. The cashier was gone. Nobody knew where he went. His car was found abandoned. His phone was discovered near a highway. But the man himself had disappeared. I nearly dropped my phone. Immediately I opened the app. My hands were shaking. I needed to know what the numbers meant. For the next few days, I scanned everyone: teachers, coworkers, neighbors, friends. Most people were between 70 and 100. A few were lower. Then I found another 0. This time, it was an old man feeding pigeons in the park. The next day, he disappeared too. No witnesses, no explanation, just gone. That's when I stopped thinking the app was fake. It knew something impossible. Then one night, I made a mistake. I opened the front camera and scanned myself. A number appeared, 95%. I smiled, at least that was good. Then the number changed. 94% I frowned. A few seconds later, 93%. My smile vanished. The number kept dropping. Slowly. 1 point at a time. I closed the app immediately. The next morning I checked again. 89%. My heart started racing, whatever the score meant. Mine was getting worse, and it wasn't stopping. The next morning, the first thing I did was open the app. My score had dropped again. 85% I felt sick. A week ago, I hadn't even known this app existed. Now I couldn't stop thinking about it. Every few hours I checked the number. 83%, 81%, 79%. It never went up, only down. Then I noticed something strange. One afternoon, while walking through the city, I scanned a random woman sitting on a bench. 100% I stopped immediately. It was the highest score I had ever seen, higher than everyone else. For some reason, I sat on a nearby bench and watched her. Nothing unusual happened. She read a book, drank coffee, checked her phone, completely normal. But when I looked again, the score was still there, 100%. That night, I couldn't sleep. I opened the app and searched through old screenshots. Every person who had disappeared had one thing in common. Their score had reached 0. Not before, not after, exactly 0. A terrible thought entered my mind. The score wasn't rating people, it was counting down. But counting down to what? The next day, I decided to test a theory. I found an old coworker on social media. Months ago, he had suddenly moved away without telling anyone. No goodbye, no explanation, just gone. I scanned one of his photos. The app still worked on pictures. His score was 0%. My stomach dropped. The app wasn't predicting bad people. It wasn't judging character. It was predicting who would disappear from my life. Forever. Then I checked myself again, 72%. I nearly dropped my phone. The number was falling faster now, every day, every hour. Then something happened that terrified me. One morning, I woke up and found that my best friend had blocked me. Everywhere, messages, calls, social media, everything. No explanation, nothing. I opened the app. His score had dropped from 92 to 0 overnight. And he was gone, not dead, not missing, just erased from my life, as if he had never known me. That's when I realized the truth. The app wasn't measuring people. It was measuring connections. How long someone will remain part of my life. Friends, family, coworkers, everyone. Then I made the mistake that changed everything. I scanned my own reflection again. The number appeared. 12%. My heart stopped. That wasn't possible. Yesterday it had been above 70. The number flickered. 11%. 10%. 9%. I stared at the screen in horror. Then a message appeared for the first time. The app had never shown words before, only numbers. Now it displayed a single sentence. You finally understand. My hands shook. A second message appeared. The score was never yours. I froze. Then the final message loaded. It's theirs. Suddenly every memory hit me at once. The people disappearing. The friendships ending. The coworkers moving away. The strangers vanishing. The score wasn't showing how close I was to disappearing. It was showing how close everyone else was to forgetting me. I checked my contacts. Half were gone. I checked old conversations. Missing photos. Missing. Even names I clearly remembered had disappeared from my phone. I was being erased. Not from the world. From people's memories. The number dropped again. 3%. I tried calling my sister. She answered. Who is this? My blood turned cold. I called my best friend. Straight to voicemail. I called everyone. Nobody knew who I was. Then the app showed its final notification. 1%. The screen turned black. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the camera activated. I saw my reflection, but something was wrong. The person on the screen looked confused, like they didn't recognize me. The score reached 0%. The app closed itself, and my phone returned to the home screen. I immediately ran outside. People walked past me. Nobody looked my way. Nobody reacted. It was as if I wasn't there. Then my phone vibrated one final time. A notification from the app. The last one I would ever receive. Connection terminated. And then the app disappeared. Completely. As if it had never existed.